You are waking up to another dangerously hot day across Minnesota. Our meteorologist is now issuing a KARE 11 weather impact alert through tomorrow. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on air and streaming on the KARE 11 app here at 6 o'clock. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Alicia Lewis.
Yeah, temperatures are expected to be in the 90s again, but it's going to feel like we're closer to 100. And we do have team coverage for you to help get through this heat wave together, plus the latest on the wildfires that are growing up north. But before we get to all that, let's get out to Ben in the backyard. Good morning, Ben. It's been a busy few days for you guys.
It really has. And today is not necessarily going to be hotter than any other day this week. It's just the extended nature of this latest heat wave. It's kind of wearing on us. It's wearing on our bodies, and it's going to be with us, unfortunately, through the rest of the week. We do have that weather impact alert in effect all the way through Thursday. Heat index pretty much every day peaking near 100 degrees, so we do have to practice our heat safety once again. Extreme heat warning for much of Minnesota, but you can see a break from the heat across far northern Minnesota. However, that's going to be replaced by an air quality alert. Wildfires that are burning out of control in and around the Boundary Waters area. That smoke is slowly working its way south, and there's going to be bad air quality in our sky from this evening all the way through Friday morning at least. You can see air quality starting to take a hit near the head of Lake Superior and into northern Wisconsin. That smoke will be arriving here around the Twin Cities probably later this evening. Otherwise, hot and dry all week long with cooler temperatures returning after the weekend. We'll have more details on your forecast coming up, but first a quick look at the roads with Cece.
Good morning. Live look here along 94 just outside the Laurie Hill Tunnel. Things are picking up in that area, but you don't need to change your route or add any extra time. Traffic's moving just fine. Not seeing any slow areas either. My main focus today is looking ahead to the weekend. There's a closure on Highway 77 that could slow you down. There's also a closure on 494, so we'll tackle those projects over the next hour.
Cece, thank you. We'll check back soon. Let's get to our top story. Evacuations underway in northern Minnesota as crews are battling several growing wildfires.
Our Megan McPherson has been following the situation. She joins us from the live desk with more. Megan, good morning.
Good morning. We're expecting several updates today on the fires. At 9:30 this morning, Governor Walz and state officials will vote on extending the peacetime emergency, which keeps the National Guard and other state resources mobilized. And then at 1 p.m., the U.S. Forest Service is expected to provide its latest update on the wildfire fight. Now, the latest update from officials up there shows that there are now 17 active wildfires burning in the Superior National Forest. That includes 3 active fires inside the Boundary Waters. But really, air quality is becoming a growing concern as well. Right now, conditions are unhealthy across northwestern Minnesota and up into Canada. Today's forecast, which you see here, calls for hazardous air quality in parts of north central Minnesota, and most of the state remains under an air quality alert until 11 a.m. this Friday as wildfire smoke continues to spread. That means people in the Twin Cities could begin noticing some smoky conditions over the next couple of days. And in the last 12 hours, we've also received this new video into our newsroom from Pipestone Falls. You can see in that video thick smoke and firefighting efforts. The family who shared this video with us says they evacuated their campsite just in time as conditions quickly deteriorated. And on this map, you can see at least 9 evacuation zones remain under go orders, which means that people should leave those areas immediately. And as I mentioned, the U.S. Forest Service is expected to give us some updates at 1 this afternoon. We do have a crew up there, and we'll live stream the press conference as well on our KARE 11 app. Back to you.
All right, Megan, thank you very much for those updates. And right now, thousands of youth soccer players are in Blaine for the Target USA Cup, and they're going to be met with extreme heat out there on the field.
Yeah, it's going to be so hot for them. Organizers are making changes to help keep everyone there safe. Our Audrey Russo's out in Blaine with more. Hey, Audrey.
Yeah, good morning. Some of the vendors are starting to arrive. I see some folks with their hats on. I see honestly, the sun's starting to arrive, and everybody's surely excited about that. Because, you know, when these organizers planned this 9-day tournament, sure, they probably thought it would be hot, because, I mean, it's July, right? They probably didn't bank on it being some of the hottest weather we've experienced so far this season. The Target USA Cup invites 16,000 youth soccer players to play in this tournament. They hail from 25 states and 13 countries. Now, some of these countries are a little more tolerant of the heat than others, but the organizers have implemented some safety protocols. They've shortened the halves by about 5 minutes each, and they've also put in some water breaks every 10 minutes.
Put your best effort in for 2 20-minute halves, and then you get a 24-hour break, basically.
Umbrella, sunscreen, and then when we're done with the game, we're out. Like the kids want to keep playing, but you know, like mess around. No, we got to go. So air conditioning.
Mom's shutting it down because remember, it's not just the soccer players, it's also the families who are watching that have to deal with this heat. Now, the organizers have also put in some areas of shade and AC where families can kind of duck in and find some relief. This whole kit and caboodle wraps up on Friday, so we got another 3 excruciating days, and honestly, it wraps up just in time for the start of the cool down. So some unfortunate timing there. They were here pretty much for the duration of this intense heat wave. Back to you.
Cannot drink enough water.
No.
And kids are the worst at it. You have to remind them over and over to drink and hydrate. Audrey, you do the same. Drink and hydrate.
Thank you very much.
Will do. Will do.
So there are plenty of places to go across the Twin Cities if you need somewhere to cool down today. The Salvation Army has several cooling centers across Hennepin and Ramsey counties now open. Public buildings like libraries, government centers, and rec centers are also open to the public and are air conditioned. You can find out more information on our website, KARE11.com. And as we get through this heat wave, make sure you stick with KARE 11 on air and on our KARE 11 app. Just scan the QR code on your screen to start streaming for free.
Breaking this morning off the coast of San Francisco, crews are back out on the water searching for 3 missing people after a pontoon boat sank near Alcatraz Island. Take a look at the video. You can see the boat almost fully underwater with the motor still running. Right now, officials believe the boat hit rough seas and began to take on water. We know 20 people were on board, 16 were rescued. Officials did confirm 1 person died. San Francisco fire officials say the group was spreading the ashes of a loved one in the bay's waters.
Our understanding was there was some kind of memorial service that they were engaging in. That's why they were using this particular vessel. One point of information is this was mostly family members of one another who were on this vessel.
Officials say the search will continue as long as the waters are safe enough. In a post on X, San Francisco's mayor wrote, "This is still a rescue mission."
This morning, Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher is facing backlash from the leaders in the Somali community for his comments on a Facebook live stream. Fletcher said he believes a small fraction of Somali Minnesotans are involved with gangs, and the violence they're causing is having a big impact. KARE 11 has covered several of the incidents Fletcher referenced, and they were confirmed in court proceedings to be gang-related. But with the current political climate, Somali community leaders say Fletcher should have come to them to address the issues instead of a public live stream.
I'm inviting everybody to come to the table, but having conversation about us on a live stream does not solve any problems. It just adds to the criminalization and demonization and vilification of this community. Thank you.
In a separate video, Fletcher doubled down, characterizing the response to his comments as people in denial. Fletcher is also hosting a public forum on the issue next week and inviting Somali parents to attend.
A new order is in effect for ICE agents this morning. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement says that it's suspending vehicle stops and chases after 2 deadly shootings in the last week. Border Czar Tom Homan says it's just a temporary pause while they're reviewing policies to make sure that ICE agents are safe and doing the right thing. The order comes after agents shot and killed 2 men 6 days apart during traffic stops in Texas and in Maine. In both cases, the people killed were not who agents were looking for. Homeland Security has not responded to the new order.
In just a few hours, nearly 60 nurses will walk off the job in Center City, Minnesota. The union is calling for a fair first contract after they say nurses face problems with working conditions and protected rights. They say they've been in contract negotiations for over a year with the Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation. So far, we have not heard from the center about the strike.